The story of the untouchables of India, now known by the militant name Dalit, which they have given to themselves, is unique because, like them, no other people have a history of being subjected to exploitation and oppression for more than 2 millennia. Pain and humiliation have seared their flesh and bones and souls for no fault of their own, except that they were born in a supposed to be polluting outcast group. Yet very few people can smile and laugh as they do. Their story of survival is the story of humanity's triumph over any dehumanizing situations. This dehumanizing system, based on caste and untouchability, had been very ingeniously devised by Indian elite long before the South African whites invented a similar diabolic system of apartheid. The untouchables, though segregated, were integral to the Indian economy and social system, as they were required to do the polluting jobs such as tilling the soil and removal and disposal of garbage. Their touch, breath, speech and presence could pollute you, but on their work depended the prosperity and health of India. The untouchables, Dalits, constitute 1/5 of India's population, a massive 200 million people. Yet they are politically powerless in the world's largest democracy, as they live scattered in India's villages as small, vulnerable, segregated communities. These communities shrunk in the iron grip of social exclusion, as the caste rules forbade them to own income-generating assets, educate themselves and carry arms to defend themselves. Rigorous religious indoctrination made them believe that they themselves were responsible for their birth into an untouchable caste and the subsequent subhuman existence, as these were only the just consequences of their evil deeds in their previous existence. They could be pitied, but it would be a sin to help them change the situation. Verily, it was a situation of no exits.
Dalit என்று சொல்லுவோம், Dalit என்று சொல்லுவோம், தலை நிமிர்ந்து செல்லுவோம், தலை நிமிர்ந்து செல்லுவோம், Dalit என்று சொல்லுவோம், Dalit என்று சொல்லுவோம், தலை நிமிர்ந்து செல்லுவோம், தலை நிமிர்ந்து செல்லுவோம்.
The 90s saw the awakening and the resurgence of the suppressed people. The centenary celebration of the birth of Dr. Ambedkar, their great mentor and leader, who had taught them to liberate and reinvent themselves through education, agitation, and practice of solidarity, spurred them to rebel against the practices of untouchability and recover their human dignity and freedom. While the upper caste dominated state and the church chose to suppress the struggles of the Dalits, the Jesuits of Madurai province chose to stand by Dalits and join in their march to freedom and dignity. Thus the Changai Jesuit mission was born in 1992. The area of the new mission was to be the northern districts of Tamil Nadu, where there is the maximum concentration of Dalits and a minimal presence of Jesuits, and where the practices of untouchability were rampant. The goal of the Changai Jesuit mission is to assist Dalits in their struggle to liberate themselves from the time immemorial social oppression and to empower themselves economically, socially, politically, and culturally. To achieve this goal, during the 14 years of its existence, the Changai Jesuit mission has developed the two-pronged approach of building people's movement to ensure their freedom and dignity, and building people's institutions to develop their capabilities. Guided by these two perspectives, the Jesuits of Shanghai Mission have been able to plan and execute the following programs and activities with people's participation.
உரிமை போராளிகளுக்கு வீர வணக்கம், வீர வணக்கம், வீர வணக்கம், வீர வணக்கம். மண் உரிமை போராளிகளுக்கு வீர வணக்கம், வீர வணக்கம். மண்ணை பெறுவோம், மண்ணை பெறுவோம், மாண்படைவோம், மாண்படைவோம், மாண்பை காக்க, மாண்பை காக்க, சேமிப்பு செய்வோம், சேமிப்பு செய்வோம். பெண் உரிமையை, பெண் உரிமையை பேணி வளர்ப்போம், பேணி வளர்ப்போம். கல்வி கற்பதை, கல்வி கற்பதை கட்டாயமாக்குவோம், கட்டாயமாக்குவோம்.
போராட்டங்களை, கண்டன ஆர்ப்பாட்டங்களை ஒற்றையடித்து நாம் தமிழகம் முழுவதுமாக திரண்டினை செய்ய தவறினால் இந்த உலகம் பூராவுமே, இந்த தலித்தின மக்கள் வாழும் பகுதி எல்லா இடத்திலுமே இந்த அகில உலக அம்பேத்கர் நூற்றாண்டு இயக்கம் செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கும். என்ன ஒரு சட்டம் பாருங்கள். 1500 ரூபாய் செலவு செய்து 3 சான்றிதழ்களை வாங்கி கொடுத்தால் 1000 ரூபாய்க்கு இலவசமாக சலவை பெட்டியை இந்த மாவட்ட ஆட்சியர்களுக்கு வழங்குவார்கள் என்றால் இந்த சலவை பெட்டி எதற்கு?
இது தலித்தின் தேசமடா, வரலாறு மாறுதடா. ஜெய் பீம்.
It is the paradox of our times that at a time when India is shining with an unprecedented economic growth rate of 8 to 9%, with its buoyant stock markets at dizzying heights, and is hailed as a global leader in information technology and as a science superpower with its vast pool of skilled manpower, no one pays attention to the fact that India has a dark underbelly of millions of impoverished and oppressed people who are victims of a mindless globalization policy. The sad fact is that economic insecurity, illiteracy, ill health and ill housing of the poor, atrocities committed against Dalits and attacks on their livelihood no more make news. Caste and untouchability has no force of law today, but it is the ideology of caste, wedded to an ideology of a heartless market economy, that determines the perspectives and policies of the Indian ruling elite. Yet, with all these misgivings, everyone dreams, with the President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, of an India that will be a developed nation by 2020. It is a dream that is so near and so far. So near for the middle class, the rich and so far for the Dalits of India. It is towards this dream that the marginalized Dalits are marching, and they need your support and solidarity to make this dream come true.